Hello everyone, this is Jesse Hansen of the Cornerstone Creative Studios, and I'm here today to do what we call You Decide. I'm going to start a series up where I sketch out just a figure or a contour of some shape or a figure of a body or something, and let you decide on who that will end up being. Today we'll start out with just a female figure, I think. We'll just go, we'll go with a female today. And then what I'll do is I'll draw the contour body up, and then you decide on who that will end up being. So following the sketch session, I will end it, and then depending on the comments received and the feedback I get, we'll come back to that piece and we'll finish it up and do what the masses decide. So again, let's start on this You Decide session. And again, remember us on Cornerstone Creative Studios. We are on Facebook, Twitter. On Twitter, we're under pound Cornerverse. On Facebook, we are facebook.com/Cornerstone Creative Studios. And then our regular website, cornerstonecreativestudios.com. We have a number of series of books coming out soon, so keep posted. And at the end of this, if you like what you see, and you want to be part of this, hit the subscribe button. Show us your support. Alright, so let's get started here real quick. Let's see. First we'll draw the head. We'll just draw a quick head shot, and then you got the neck, and then we'll do some shoulders, torso. And I like to have a little bit of a curve to the women. I mean, who doesn't, right? So we'll just get that sketched in. Alright. Ear, I'm not going to draw any hair or any kind of features like that because I don't want to kind of lead anybody. I will do something different though, since I got it at such an angle. Instead of having the old traditional hand on the hip thing or something like that, I'm going to have her leaning on something. So let's see, shoulder, come out here and whatever. There, that's what. Yeah, I like that idea. So here, Mia, lighten up my lines a little bit so I'm not overdrawing it. Alright, so let's see. We'll draw a nice thin head for her. Like I said, I'll leave the top open because we'll put a hair or whatever up there. Let's draw some ears on her. Who knows, I might end up having to erase the ears depending on what characters you all pick, but we'll see. We'll draw elven ears, or who knows. Alright, let's draw some eyes on her. And again, I'm going to keep this vague because you might pick a character that has different types of eyes, or you might pick somebody that wears a mask and doesn't even show her eyes, you know. So I'll leave that open. I'm just going to draw the initial figure, like I said. I'll put things in place, and then I'll come back to that later. Alright, so let's come back. See it. I got everything. Got a mean look. One eye's higher than the other. I'll come back and fix that too in the final one. But right now, let's just go ahead and get the figure sketched out. Let's give her a nice strong shoulder, no matter who she is. Let's see. Okay, hang on a second. We get the torso. Come back. Now here's something I see a lot of people do that kind of bothers me. I mean, teach their own, and they have their own ways. But a lot of people, like from here, they'll draw straight. All right, there's actually a rib cage there, which I'll show on the other side more so because of the way that I'm going to have the body turning. But they'll show like the side or a rib cage, and then they'll go, woo, straight thigh. Well, that's not the case because technically, all women, they have a hip. Men do too, but not as sultry as a woman's. They have a hip. So a lot of people, instead of drawing a straight line and being all animated, just a little bit of a hint, and then come out with that sexy thigh. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. It doesn't have to be some big old huge jutting out hip or anything. Just Just something, a little subtlety to it. Alright, and then on the other side we'll sketch on the other side, and then we got a little bit of this will show a little bit more of the rib cage coming down as it comes across into that same side, and then here comes the hip. So now on this side you're going to see the hip a little more accentuated because that's all the weight's coming down on this. And when you put weight on one side of the body, like let's say the weight of the leg comes down and the body weight comes down, then the hip's going to come up to kind of counteract that. And then we draw nice smooth lines for the women. And so we got the body here, so I'm going to then we'll draw the inner leg there. Again, her whole body structure might change a little bit depending on how you pick, but just been basic, you know, decent looking woman figure. Gotta have the inner part of her arm, otherwise she'll be some kind of freak with no arm or something. I'm not gonna have her do anything in particular with her hands. And then let me see, I got the keep it kind of basic for you. Now this is a little bit of foreshortening. I got the arm in front of the bicep, which is also in front of most of the shoulder. And then even though, see here, this still extends up here. There's not, you know, the breasts don't come all the way up to here. They're on the lower part of the rib cage, you know, the second half of the rib cage. So they don't extend up too much. I mean, this part here stretches out because the body's stretched. Alright, so let's see this. Okay, nothing too elaborate at this point. Alright, so you're going to have collarbone, neck muscles go down to here. So where'd the breast go? Well, there's more of the breast here. And then depending on what type of character we have, we'll determine what she's leaning on. If she's a fantasy type character, I'll have her leaning on a rock or a gargoyle or something. Who knows? If she ends up holding a gun, then maybe I'll have her leaning against a file cabinet. We'll turn her into some kind of detective type character or something. Who knows? But overall, this is the basic structure we'll use, and that'll wrap it up for now. Hope you like what you see, and I hope to read a lot of comments and feedback. And as the session is going to be called, you decide. Thank you from Cornerstone Creative Studios. My name is Jesse Hansen, and we're signing off.